Noon right now on this Wednesday, some families have major concerns after the Manitowoc School District ends free meals for all students. The policy had been in place because of the pandemic. Superintendent James File opted to revert to the prior policy, which says only qualifying students can get free or reduced cost meals. File says this decision will save taxpayers money that could be better spent on other school needs. At a packed meeting last night, several people were upset about this change.
Have you thought about all the possible reasons a child may need free lunch? You're out of touch and living in a dream world, thinking that the only barrier for children who need the free food and accessing it is because there's some irresponsible parents.
So it is not spending quick because there's money. It's making a thoughtful decision in terms of what are all our needs, how do we prioritize them with academics at the start.
An online petition calling for the superintendent's resignation has collected hundreds of signatures since it was created last Thursday.